YOLO, welcome to this one video. May peace and blessings be upon you and your loved ones. In this one video, we are going to talk about something cool, really interesting. Now, this has been recording on 21st of May 2022. Yesterday, I recorded one of the videos which was me. 3 things your students need to know from you, and the second point we had over there was accountability. Now that was okay. They need to know that the accountability part. They need to know that, and that branched out into this topic. Okay, 7 ways to creating accountability in your community. Dash community strategies for online community strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. So anything and everything you need to be knowing when it comes to community strategies, how do you build it and stuff like that. If you want to go, you can just search this one, the last part of the headline, community strategies for introvert entrepreneurs. You'll be able to find everything that we talk about in this channel about community building strategies, tactical part of it. It's already there. You can just browse through, learn, take notes, create communities, because today we are living in the age where people want to connect with the people whom they resonate with. And it's like on this one video we are going to talk about 7 ways of creating accountability. So it's like I think it's the branch out of the previous subtopic we discussed. Okay, accountability, how do we create, like how can you have those 7 ways of accountability? Like I've been saying for 10 times already in the video in last 30 minutes. Anyways, thank you so much for joining me in this one video. Now we are going to talk about 7 things. Okay, 7 ways. Point number one, like one of the questions, one of the coolest things, one of the confusing things we always have is like how can we create accountability? Now, if accountability is more than less of I have a goal, okay, and I want someone else to hold me accountable. So entrepreneurship is one journey. Being an introvert entrepreneur is another journey altogether. And we get lazy, we get procrastinate, we are our own bosses. We left the job so that we can build the business, for example. We are lazy in between. We left the studies and we want to build a business, we are lazy in between. We did nothing. It's like if you take my like I did nothing. I just wanted to build the business and I was not disciplined. One of the core things and core fundamental things that can actually help you get started is accountability. So it's very important. One of the core principles that we have in the Academy of Partners is accountability, in-house accountability. And we're going to talk about 7 ways how from your end, you can hold your members accountable. Point number one is daily mails. What do you mean by what do you mean by daily mails? We have to send daily mails to people like on a daily basis. Oh yes, you need to work hard on that one. You know why? Because how can you send daily mails to people? Hang on 1 second. Yeah, no more distractions. Anyway, how can you send daily mails to people? Now, one of the easiest way of doing it is automate stuff. How do you automate things? People get inside your community. Now, people become members of your community. The crowd becomes your students, right? Now, when they come inside your community, point number one, they have obviously invested in the course. And your course, for example, an ideal offer that we talk about in the Academy of Partners Centers is point number one is we have main course for 3 days, we have bonus say for 2 days, we have bonus 2 for say 3 days, and so on and so forth. So if you see the business game plan, the core business game plan we have in the academy is for 16 days. Instead of me just sending you like, okay, you got into my community, go watch that course. That's one way of doing it. But if you want, if you want me to hold you accountable, let us say that, like, if I want, you understand what I'm saying. So to make that process happen, which I kind of messed up here and there, whatever that is, like, you understood what I was saying. So for that process to happen, what I'm going to do is I'm going to write 16 mails for you. What goes in 16 mails is nothing. Okay. Hi, hello, what's up? What are you doing? How are you doing? Great, Shru. How's climate change? Climate is very pathetic, stuff like that. And today, here, this is something that you need to be watching today. Point number one, point number two, point number three. That's all. And give them the call to action so that they can click and start watching it. Instead of just saying them watch it one time, what you're doing is you're sending them daily mails so that they can watch it. They just have to go to their inbox, go to your email, click the call to action, start learning from it. 16 days, 17 days, 21 days. For example, the level 1 is for like 25 days, 15, 17 days. You said automated mails 15, 17 days. They upgrade to a next level. That is for 30 days, for example. Okay, you said 30 mails for them. It's like one welcome in, and then on a daily basis, you completely automated. You just do it once. These mails, you don't even have to monitor it. You know why? Because they are going to eventually read it because they have paid you, and because they have paid you, they know that, yeah, they're sending you something important. and now they themselves are going to drag and drop it. If for example they're not receiving mails from you, you can announce that in the weekly calls that you're doing. Point number one. Point number two is ask them their success story. There's something that is something this something that this is do you understand what I said? Anyway, second point is ask them then success story. This is something that I really follow today. I don't have my journal, but then this is something that I've been doing for last 140 days. This is one of the most powerful tools. One, if you have got someone to share your success stories with, point number one, like your loved ones, your close ones, it's like a day one of workout done, day two of workout done, day three of workout done. The moment you do it, you send that. It's like just one small big one. Okay, this I started way back in 2020 with one of my friends. Okay, day one of listening to this audio time. Day two, repeat it. Like you're kind of building a habit, and you're not just building a habit, but then you're also messaging this other person who are also messaging you back. Okay, or from their end also they did it. From your end, so you did it. So what this does is you're holding each other accountable. The two people, you're holding them accountable. That's one part of it. The other way of doing it is one of the most one of my favorite ways of doing it is tracking. Like you write in your journal, day one of workout done, day two of workout done, day three of workout done, day four of workout done. What this does is, even for example, if that person is missing out there, for example, if nobody's ready to text you message or kind of get annoyed with the messages in moment and stuff like that, what you can do is you can hold yourself accountable. So like maintaining that streak, day one, day two, day three, day four, day five, day six, it really helps. And one of my closest friends, this year, what we did, we started workout from January 1st, and I'm on my 141st day or 142nd day of workouts. Like, I don't know, I've been doing daily workouts all the way till 21st May. So if you see, it becomes a habit for both the people, and you can kept on sending those messages. It holds both of them accountable. And when you're doing it on yourself, if you don't have anyone tracking it, I do that as well. It helps you even more accountable, and also inspires you. It's like, okay, if you don't want to watch a video today, you're going to break the streak of last 40 days. Do you feel good about it? No, you're going to feel miserable about it to start from day one. So you become accountable to yourself. Point number three. This is going to be for 12 to 13 minutes period. And it's going to be an interesting one. You're a businessman. Come on, you're an introvert entrepreneur. I don't even, I sometimes don't even know how to pronounce entrepreneur, but then I don't know, entrepreneur. So, anyways, so you are a businessman, you're an entrepreneur, and these are the things that is going to impact your community because it's community building strategies. So you have to watch it. You have to watch it. You have to watch it. Then point number three is let them share success stories in live calls. So just to go to second point, we spoke about the self accountability, we spoke about the accountability with the loved ones. Third part of it also in the second point, there's a like third category in the second point. We are going to go all the way to 7 point, but in third category in second point is it can be when you have a group with the people, okay, with your community, with your students. You can also ask them, you can send your success stories like day one this, day one that, day one this. You can ask them to send the success stories within the group so that they are inspiring themselves, they are getting being accountable to themselves. Other people who are not taking actions, other members who are not taking action, even they are going to get inspired by that. Point number three is that wraps up point number two. Point number three is let them share success stories in the live calls when you're doing that weekly calls with them. Like have say 10 to 15 minutes or 20 minutes of a session on a weekly basis. Before having, I would love to hear your success stories. Start in that way. Like success stories corner, or success time, success structure, whatever that is. So in that, say 90 to 100, say an hour, 2 or 3, or however you're running the weekly call, have small segment in it where you allow people to share the success with you. What this will do is now they have been applying them, they have gone through the journey, they have been applying something to themselves. They have not ointment, they have been applying some framework and strategy to themselves. Okay, ointment is also chilling, that's personal thing, but then a framework that is helping them move forward in the journey that you want to ask them to move. So that is going to inspire other people on the live call to hold people accountable. Fourth one, hold them accountable. This is one of my favorite things that people have called me in my mentors community one of the most aggressive followers, and I kind of like that. You know why? Because the moment someone asks me a question, what I do is, okay, you are into my radar now. I'm going to keep on asking you whether you did that or not. Whether you did that or not. Just because you asked me, I'm going to. You asked me because you were in desperate need of it. If it was not a desperate need, you wouldn't have asked me in the first place. Now that you've asked me, now I'm going to hold you accountable for it. And what happens is, the more I'm accountable, the more that person upgrades and does things, and that person goes from step one to two to three to four, becoming an aggressive follower, not becoming aggressive, not annoying. There's very different, huge, thin line difference. There's a huge difference between these two things: aggressive and annoying. Never be annoying. Being aggressive so that you can help them out because they have asked you questions, they were in need, and now you're moving forward and helping them even more. Point number five: in-house accountability comrades. Now that you've been doing it with you, like from your end, what you do is something that I've learned from my mentor, and it's also the part of there's something that I've called inside the Academy of Partners was accountability comrades. So we kind of have that alignment of two people and mash them together, and you are accountability partner. So what you do is you talk to each other, you build this, asking to share this success story, stuff like that. So now they too are talking to themselves. This is how you're building community. This is how you're building the ecosystem. They don't have to come and talk to you. They can talk to each other, help both of them out, and kind of keep on moving forward inside the gym. Point number three: group accountability comrades as well, so that these people can also form groups instead of two. You can pair them up in like group of three, group of four, group of 10, group of 10 can be the maximum number of it in the way. So this way also what will happen is not 10, all 10 members may be active, 4 to 5 members active. What you can do is you can just help this, like, do these tasks for this week, do this task for this week. Let's like keep on reviewing it, keep on reviewing it. So that there is a group accountability as well. So they can meet on a weekly basis, they can meet on a daily basis, how that is comfortable. Number six. Point number seven is something that is like the bonus point for you. This is on the next level. Now that you're starting off your community, this is going to not be a right thing to do at this moment, but then on a later stage you can do it in-house coaches with groups. Now, what do I mean by this? This is not unleashed in the academy yet, but then there's something that I've been working on, and on a later stages this is going to be launched. But then what this concept is the next level stuff, enhanced version of accountability, where this is just my thought process. I've still not seen through it, worked through it, but then just an idea I'm just bouncing through or bouncing on this so that you can observe it, sink in, and marinate it and see how it comes over a period of time. So what this thought is, when someone replies to your mail, for example, now they have not become a student yet. Hmm? What you can do is, if they are replying to you, you can have someone as a sales member. Again, this is the next level stuff. Sales member, they get in touch with them, and they have like conversation back and forth, back and forth, back and forth going, and somehow this guy, your salesman, gets this guy converted into the community. Okay, so now this salesman, SA, for example, salesman A, now becomes this man's disclose this much. You pay commission, however that is salary, whatever that. This person have seen this person's journey. Now this person gets inside the community. Now from the salesperson, now this person gets converted as the coach for this guy. And he or she keeps on following up with this guy and taking this guy on the journey. You don't come into picture. The accountability comrades don't come into picture, but then they two are not close. This guy have seen the journey of this person. So they can take picture photo. So like 4-step process that I've written down for you. One, follow up, giving the action steps, reviewing what happened, what worked out, why it worked out, what did not work out, why did it work out. Point number four is again reviewing it and keep on following up. So there's like 7 steps, 7 ways to creating accountability within your coolest and transformative and the most superb community that you're building. So that was the conclusion of this cool video. I said 12 minutes, went all the way to 14 minutes. Point second took a lot of time. I was not expecting that, but then expect shit for the cliche dialogues. Anyway, that brings us to the conclusion of this one video. Next video, we are going to talk about 7 steps to 20-minute rule for creating framework of your online course. So what's the 20-minute rule that I follow and how do I create? So there are 7 steps that I follow, and I'm going to share you in that. Another video, you can just type in this keyword 20-minute rule, and I think this is going to be just one video, one of its kind, and we are going to see you in that. Thank you so much for making this topic me and being a part of your day. I'm going to see you in another video with 20-minute rule. Peace and blessings be upon you and your love. Thanks so much.